Hey, what's up, guys? It's Cody Christian. You're watching Hollywire.
Tell me a little bit about Asher, because he seems a little mean.
He's a little mean or a little misunderstood. You know, that's the thing. This kid, Asher, I think is so desperately seeking his own identity and is struggling to do so. And everything is being taken away from him, and his life, so to speak, is falling apart. You know, he was the all-star athlete. He was the receiver on the field. That's not the case anymore. Spencer shows up. He had a secure relationship with Layla. It might have been rocky at times. Spencer shows up. That's potentially going to be taken away from him. You know, all of these things are kind of falling apart. So I think we're seeing this kid deteriorate and lash out because he's in pain. And I think, you know, we're gonna start to dive in as a show and also the audience to see what's going on with him and what motivates him and what's really going on below the surface. And hopefully at that point we pull some sympathy strings with the audience, and you know, they'll be rooting for Asher. Hopefully. Okay. Hopefully.
I love that, because I like seeing a character that you have an opinion about, and then they have multiple layers.
And that's something that this show offers, not with just my character, but every single one of these characters, you know? You see them, and at first glance, you're like, all right, cool, yeah, I know. And I feel like that's such a bad habit that not only we have in the show, but, you know, just in life in general now. It's like we're so, I think, programmed at this point to be able to look at somebody and just assume everything. Like, oh, I know. Well, you don't know, because you don't know what this person has gone through. You don't know what they've seen. You don't know what they've dealt with. We didn't come out this way. Like who I am as a person, I'm molded by every experience, encounter, conversation. Everything that I've ever been through in life has made me who I am at this moment. And I think it's so easy to just look at somebody and just assume the worst, or just, you know, put your assumptions onto them without ever really hearing their side of things. So again, to, like, you know, with Asher, all of these characters, it's like you at first glance you think you know, but then we just start to peel away layer by layer by layer and learn who they are as human beings. And then you start to understand. Then there's like justification for their actions and their words, and you start to, I think, develop a sense of empathy for these characters.
So he's an all-star football player. Were you a football player, or did you play any sports in high school?
I was when I was a kid. So I moved out to California when I was about 10 years old. But before that, I lived in Franklin, Indiana, actually 20 miles away from where Michael lives. Fun fact. So I played football, like Pee Wee football. I played like 3 years there, Franklin, Indiana, Boys and Girls Club. And it's funny because that was the first thing that I remember falling in love with as a kid. I wanted to play football. And my mindset was, all right, I'm going to play here. Then from here, I'm going to play in middle school. I'm going to go to high school. I'm going to like play varsity. I'm going to get a scholarship. I'm going to go, like, that's what I'm going to do. And then I kind of fell into acting. And then at 10 years old, I moved out to California, and I never really touched it again because I couldn't be team sports and also balancing a career and work and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't touched it until now. So to be able to like do it as an adult and not get hit for real, it's incredible. It's the best experience.
I was going to say, how real are those scenes, and do you have a stunt double?
I do. I have a football double. He actually just took a monster hit for me the other day, because obviously they don't want me getting injured. And it sucks because most of us are so game to do it. We're like, yeah, we're padded up, just hit me, whatever. So we're not thinking about the big picture, but our executives, that's why they're there. They're there to look out for us and to ensure the longevity of the show. Because if it was up to us, we'd be doing everything and probably end up with some injuries very, very quickly. But as far as the football aspect, anything and everything that we can do, as long as we're not getting clobbered or hit, you know, we try to be in there, we try to do it. We want to make the plays. I want to run the routes and make the catches, just because I want to connect the audience in that way. I want to really show up and be able to do that. So, you know, as long as safety is considered and they're okay with it, they sign off, I'm in there. I'm doing anything and everything I can.
Can we expect maybe some sort of friendship between Asher and Spencer?
I don't think they'll butt heads forever. I think it's just not realistic. You know, there's a lot of ups and downs, and you know, teenagers in the high school years, I think at some point they're going to have to connect. They're going to probably have to become allies. They're going to need each other, and I think they're going to discover that. You know, but then again, that might be, like I said, it's going to be a roller coaster, ups and downs. We might have our good times. We might be able to connect, and we might go back to hating each other. Right? That's suspenseful. It's drama. We love it.
Yeah. But off camera, I heard you guys have a really cool group text called The Gang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, The Gang. The Gang started and originated by Breezy. She was the facilitator of The Gang. And we've kept it since the table read of the pilot.
She invited me into The Gang tonight.
Join the gang. She joined the gang.
What do you guys do off camera? Like, do you guys hang out, maybe go?
Yeah. Here's the thing is, like, right now, we're really grind mode. I mean, I'm working, you know, almost every day. So, 12-hour days, I'm on set. Most of us are. We're working nonstop. If I'm not doing that, we're training or we're doing something. But on our weekends, Michael, Daniel, and I, we like all live within the vicinity. So whenever we can like get together and hang out, we all try to. And then as a whole cast, like collectively, anytime that we can try to like get together as like a group and go do something. I think we tried to do like a San Diego trip last week. Didn't work out because it was Labor Day and we didn't really consider that. But we're always looking for ways to like get together, connect, and honestly just check up on each other. It's so easy to get caught up in that workflow and like everything is just happening. But we want to make sure that we take time together as a group because we're all in this. We want to just make sure we're looking out for each other, make sure everybody's good, check up on everybody, and make sure those relationships come before anything.
And if you could sum up the show in like one short sentence, what would it be?
This one's a must. It's a must watch. This show is a must watch. I think if people give it a chance, it's gonna really hit home. I think this show could be something very special.
And what shows are you watching right now?
I'm not watching anything. I swear to you, my life consists of work, training, eating, sleeping.
What is the training like? Do you go through a whole football process?
Well, here's the thing: is like we have a trainer that Michael and Daniel work with, and I just have some guys that I've been working with for a while. It's a lot of like functional athletic training, which is stuff I haven't really done before. It's like cone drills and footwork and sprints, and it's a lot of like. You don't realize how much work an athlete is putting in until you have to do it, and you don't realize how in shape they are and how out of shape you are until someone like puts you through a circuit workout like that. Sorry. So just a lot of like football particular stuff, a lot of jumping around, just moving at this point, moving a lot, moving quickly, moving fast, and then working on the particulars, working on footwork, working on like running routes, making sure things look clean, because I want to learn everything and like that exists in that world. This kid is an all-star receiver, so I need to be able to go out on that field with that sort of confidence and that mentality and do what he needs to do. Did
you have to change your diet and only eat certain foods for this project?
No. No. I've done that before, I've dieted down. I've been on like flexible dieting where I like weigh every single macro, and it's cool. I enjoy it because it kind of creates like a balance in my life, but right now I really don't have the time. I don't have the time. So right now, as much as I'm training, my main thing is just get my meals in. Make sure I wake up, I get my breakfast, I work out, I get my post-workout meal in. I'm just giving my body what it needs because I'm demanding so much of it at this point. So just trying to eat. And then Michael and I are snacking on donuts on set. But we can afford it because we like burn 1,000 calories.
Yeah, I eat donuts all day long.
All day, baby. So yeah, no special diets.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much, and I can't wait to see it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.